So what's the difference between a granny flat and a studio? My name is Colin Frager from Council Approval Group. And I have here a really good question, which I'd love to be able to answer for you. And that is, some people are considering, okay, is what I'm proposing or what I already have a studio or a granny flat? And it just depends on where you are to be able to answer that question, because a studio means different things to different councils and different planning rules. So a studio could be an art studio. A studio could be everything from that all the way through to, sometimes people regard a studio as effectively a granny flat, which is completely separate habitation. It's a habitable room. The answer, though, is probably somewhere in between that. And it's really going to depend on your specifics of your property. And I guess I want to caution you here, because I have seen a lot of people get fined by council. I've seen people having to demolish structures, to decommission what they thought were habitable rooms but were not, because they didn't get the right advice in advance. So if you're looking for either a granny flat or a studio, my best tip for you at this point in time is to grab your Ultimate Guide in Achieving Council Approval. In here, I'll go through a whole bunch of tips and tricks, really start to get you thinking about this process of getting the right approval in place. However, if you do have a specific property, maybe it's one you already own or you're about to purchase, and you want to get the right advice, you want to make sure, hey, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars, possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars here with tradies, with fit outs, with all sorts of physical costs if I don't have the right advice in place, then please claim, and I'd offer this to you now, is the opportunity for you to speak to one of our consultants for 30 minutes. We might not be able to answer some of your specific questions, but what we will do is get a general guide for you of what you need to do and package that in a clear way to understand what your logical next step is to be able to get whatever the question is that you have on your mind. We have done thousands of these, and I'd love to be able for you to be able to leverage off our, I think it's 12 to 20,000 projects now. I'd love for you to be able to leverage off that wisdom and use it on your own property. My name is Colin Frager from Council Approval Group.